A clear conscience is usually the sign of a bad memory. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. Nothing helps a truth so much as the appearance of being attacked. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world, and moral courage so rare. The human race is a race of cowards, and I am not only marching in that procession, but carrying a banner. The really effective education is the education you give yourself. I have never let my schooling interfere with my learning. Most writers regard the truth as their most valuable possession, and therefore are most economical in its use. Man is the only animal that blushes or needs to. There are several good protections against temptation, but the surest is cowardice. The universal brotherhood of man is our most precious possession, what there is of it. The one of the proofs of immortality is the desire of everyone to live forever.
Life itself is only a vision, a dream. The difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. The less there is to justify a traditional custom, the harder it is to get rid of it. To promise not to do a thing is the surest way in the world to make a body want to go and do that very thing. When in doubt, tell the truth. It will confound your enemies and astound your friends. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things, but one, keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. Nothing soothes and quiets the mind like a resolution accepted. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Few sinners are saved after the first 20 minutes of a sermon. The weakest of all weak things is a virtue that has not been tested. All generalizations are false, including this one. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. The heart knows more than the head ever will.
Some people never commit great crimes, but they never commit great virtues either. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of a joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Human law recognizes no foe more relentless than habit. Temper is what gets most of us into trouble. Pride is what keeps us there. Every man is a volume if you know how to read him. A good memory is unpardonable. Custom is custom, and nobody can reason it away. Blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Man was made at the end of the week's work when God was tired. patriotism is supporting your country all the time and your government when it deserves it. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. Society is composed of people who never had the courage to be individuals. Sex is one of the chief causes of trouble in the world, yet people never tire of experimenting with it. The human being is the only animal that can be trained to be unhappy. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Truth is mighty and will prevail. There is nothing wrong with this except that it ain't so. The hardest words in the world to pronounce are, "I was wrong." Character is what you are in the dark. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who cannot read them. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. It is easier to stay out than to get out. The secret of success is to offend the greatest number of people. Life is just one damned thing after another. We have the best government money can buy. To be good is noble, but to teach others to be good is nobler and less trouble. The human race has always done the wrong thing for the right reason. Nothing is so annoying as a good example. The more you explain it, the less I understand it.